Hello YouTube, you got VGH here with another deck profile video. This one landing us in 9th place in Redacted Heroes number 6. This deck made it all the way up to the asymmetrical round where we unfortunately took our loss, kicking us out of the tournament. But landing 9th place does say that this deck has got some legs. Team Rocket's Honchkrow. Yes, no, we're not using the Team Rocket's Mewtwo, which aggressively does have more HP and can put out a little bit more consistent big damage. Honchkrow works. Now, it definitely will work with someone who has a little bit more luck than I do. I had consistently almost the entire tournament never opened the things that I wanted to do, and almost was unable to find our ace spec under any meaningful event throughout the entirety of the tournament. I feel if someone had a little bit more luck to be able to draw into the ace spec a little bit more often and or get a better start, and I'll explain what I mean as soon as I go over to the deck list. This deck will do probably better than 9th and probably get you to top 8. I think that even right now, it does still have a leg in the competition for a top competitive deck. And I do believe that once rotation hits, it does have some of the most useful tools that rotation is taking away from us. Let's go over to the deck profile and I'll be able to show you what I mean. What I actually mean is how much versatility this deck has. When rotation hits, we all know that we're losing big cards like Research, like Iono. Very, very game-changing cards that can help you with hand disruption and or trying to get yourself back on equal footing if you get pushed behind. By that, we mean our supporters. But let's first start with our Pokemon. The bread and butter of the deck is obviously Murkrow and Honchkrow. Murkrow has the 2 energy attack for Torment, which does 30 damage, and you target one of your opponent's Pokemon's moves, and they are unable to use that move next turn. In certain situations, this Murkrow using that move can lock your opponent for an extra turn, giving you some more time to boost the back row, to boost your other Pokemon, to get more cards in the discard pile, get more cards in your hand for other Pokemon, such as Honchkrow, Murkrow's evolution. Honchkrow also has a 2 energy move known as Rocket Feathers, which states that you can discard any number of supporter cards in your hand that have Team Rocket in the name and do 60 damage times the amount of Team Rocket's cards you've tossed away in this way. Now, obviously it's quick math, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. It does have the ability to dumpster a lot of supporters very, very quickly and put up very big points of damage, meaning this is a very good single prize list that can easily go after a double prize list. So, Team Rocket's Honchkrow, like I said, is the bread and butter of the deck that hits big damage very early on in the game. Honchkrow being the early and mid-game card, our late-game card is Team Rocket's Porygon-2 and Team Rocket's Porygon-Z, both having the same attack, one of them using 3 energies, while the other one uses 2 energies. It states that this attack does 20 damage for each supporter card that has Team Rocket in its name in your discard pile. Obviously, if you put 2 and 2 together, Team Rocket throws them away, Porygon uses the ones that you have thrown away for bigger damage. So our early game and mid game being Honchkrow, because you'll be running out of resources, and then by the end game, you can use Porygon-2 for big damage, or Porygon-Z for big damage, because of those limited resources. We also have a one of Team Rocket's Mimikyu in the list. 9 times out of 10, though, this Team Rocket's Mimikyu is specifically in there as a free retreat piece. Besides that, it doesn't realistically do too much. Some people opted to use Lily's Clefairy, since if Lily Clefairy is on the bench, you can use Mimikyu's attack Gemstone Mimicry, because it is a psychic Pokemon, to double damage on Dragon-type Pokemon, making you be able to copy Dragapult's attack and hit back for 400 damage, taking a knockout on Dragapult, while also being able to put down damage counters on the bench. So, there were reasons to run it, but also in running that, you lose value on other cards in the deck. Speaking of, let's go over to the supporters. Team Rocket's Archer, Ariana, Giovanni, Petrel, and Proton are obviously at max count, being the 5 different Team Rocket supporters that can be put into the deck because of how useful they are. And like I said, we're losing hand disruption like Iono in the next set. Archer is like a pseudo unfair stamp. and Unfair Stamp, we all know, is a very powerful card. Team Rocket's Archer states that if a Team Rocket's Pokemon got knocked out the turn prior, you and your opponent shuffle your hands into your deck, into the bottom of the deck, and then draw. Archer states that you will draw 5, and your opponent will draw 3. Like I said, it is an Unfair Stamp, sort of. Team Rocket's Ariana is a draw until you have up to 8 cards in your hand if all of your Pokemon are Team Rockets. And like I said before, if you do want to run the Lily's Clefairy, you can. Just know that the trade-off is that Ariana becomes, instead of a draw up to 8, it becomes a draw up to 6. So it does, those 2 cards usually do matter, especially in Honchkrow's variant. Giovanni is a very powerful card, but also the reason we have Mimikyu in the list. Because Giovanni is, you switch your active with one of your Pokemon on the bench, and you switch one of your opponent's active with their Pokemon on their bench. So you can switch in Mimikyu, use Mimikyu's 0 retreat cost to retreat back out into an attacking Pokemon. So it's basically like Boss's Orders, but we have Team Rocket in the name, so we're able to use it for a Honchkrow discard if need be. Team Rocket's Petrel. This card, funny enough, was only ever used for specifically like finding Poké Pad. If I ever really had to use it, it was only literally meant to grab Poké Pad so that I could grab like Honchkrow or Porygon out of the deck. Outside of that, it didn't really do anything, so it's a very easy discard. And then one of the most impactful cards is Team Rocket's Proton. That card specifically being in the deck is the entire reason you want to go first with this deck. It states, specifically, you can use this card even if you go first, which allows you to get 3 basic Team Rocket's Pokemon out of your deck and into your hand. Because of having 4 of those, 4 Transceivers, and if you look a little bit over, 3 Pokégear 3.0s, you would figure the percent chance of you opening a Proton would be super high. This being because Transceiver allows you to search out any Team Rocket's supporter card from your deck and add it to your hand. You can go Transceiver, Proton, start Proton, or even Pokégear 3.0, looking at the top 7 cards of your deck. Pretty high chance, since you run 4 of, to find a Proton if you don't already have one, because you've already drawn your hand and you've already played cards probably from your hand to try and get even more cards out of your deck. The percent chance of finding a Proton should be pretty high. And this is why I say anyone who has a little bit more luck than me will most likely start Proton more than I will. But even then, in this tournament, we didn't start Proton too many times and still did really well with it. So you obviously can get your 3 starters, a free Mimikyu, 2 Murkrows, and you're basically set for, the rest of the game, because the rest of the game you're just drawing and playing cards regardless. Triple Poké Pad, obviously can search any of the Pokemon in your deck. Very useful card. Double Night Stretcher, a Miracle Headset, which allows you to grab 2 Team Rocket supporters from your discard pile and add them to your hand. I am 90% sure I only ever got to see this card one time before it got Iono'd out of my hand, and then I never saw it again for almost the entire tournament. Yes, you can use Petrel to find it, but I feel like that's counterintuitive, because then one, you're using your supporter to go get an item that allows you to get 2 supporters from your discard pile. So overall, you're now using a Petrel going -1, using Miracle Headset going -2 to get 2 back to your hand, so you go 0 because you've utilized 2 cards and gained 2, only to do, in total, 60 more damage than what you would have done outside of just using Petrel, which never really is all that great. I do run a Pal Pad. Some people have cut the Pal Pad since it was going to get rotated. I don't think it's getting rotated anymore after rotation, so technically this deck is rotation-proofed, I think. Roto-Stick, which is a look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Very strong late game with the Pal Pad combo when you've already gotten rid of a lot of the cards in your deck and you hit Roto-Stick. You look at the top 4 and you add as many trainer cards as you find there, and you can add as many trainer cards as you find there into your hand. So usually you wait until a little bit like mid or late game, or pray you use it and find a Proton off the top, I guess. But you can use it mid to late game when you have a much thinner deck to find all of your Team Rockets cards. And obviously add 3 or 4 to your hand, maybe, and then Honchkrow can hit for a whole bunch of damage very quickly. And obviously, the best cards of the deck, making the deck that much better. Quad Factory, which if you've used a Team Rockets card, a Team Rockets supporter card, you can draw 2. So you go Petrel, Factory Search, play Factory, draw 2. So it's just a draw 2. Team Rockets Energy, which if it's connected to a Team Rocket's Pokemon, it counts as 2 Dark or 2 Psychic energies, allowing you to use, obviously, Honchkrow's attack or Porygon-Z's attack very, very easily. And then Ignition, which is just, you know, triple energy at the end of the turn discard. So, allows you to use, in a pinch, the Honchkrow's Rocket Feathers, Team Rocket Porygon 2, and or Team Rocket's Porygon-Z attacks, you know, for the same cost. You just lose the energy at the end phase, which is totally fine. Deck is very strong. I'm going to show you guys what we did in the tournament in order to get us all the way to that 9th place finish. Let's get to it. Alrighty, boys and girls, the tournament's going to begin any moment if it hasn't already. Oh, it has. Okay. 39 matches today? That's it? We got less than 100 players in the tournament. Alright, well, we're playing Team Rockets. We're going to do our absolute best. It's going to be a real back and forth, I'm sure. And it's going to be a real pain in the ass, I'm sure. But we'll do what we can. We won! Hooray! I'm a winner! Go me! I'm great at the game. Alright, cool! Alright, that was awesome, guys. I don't know what happened. I asked him if everything was okay. He just didn't say anything. So, he just conceded. He didn't even concede. He just hit the button that said I won, and then I wrote a question mark as the timer was going down, and he didn't say anything. So it just timed out. It said I won, and then I asked if everything's okay, and he just stayed silent. I don't know what happened. So, go us, I guess? I think there's only going to be 6 rounds, by the way, for tonight's tournament, for Phase 1. Since we're playing Team Rocket's Honchkrow, a very not great list, by the way. I'm going to say that I think we can still steal, since we just won 1 game for a freebie. I think we can steal at least 2 more. So I think our record should be today to try and break 3-3 or better. Max it out. Obviously, I'm not going to get full SIRs of everything. I got like triple Illustrator Alakazam. I'm not going to go get Pokemon Center Alakazam. I might look for the holo foils of Kadabra and Abra. That way I can get them to get shiny, but there's no reason for them really to be shiny because they're not kind of the focus of the deck, realistically. I know Fanrotom has a Pokeball rare. I'm not illustratoring the Psyduck that came out of Ascended Heroes, but I did get the Water Energy variant of Psyduck. I'm not going to get SIR Fez. I might break and buy the Full Art Fez because it's about the same price as a regular Fez, but I do have basic Fez, so they're all around the same price, but I don't really like to spend an extra $15 on something I don't really need, per se. Terrapagos! It's a good start, actually. Fucking annoying that he started that. Okay. Okay. So I can't realistically go too far. I can still use this and then stall it out from not being able to let him do stuff. I can still play Team Rocket's Factory and a Petrel in order to search. I would want to go like Proton, but I don't think I'm going to get that lucky. Maybe I just go Transceiver because I have Archer, but that's not really doing much. I think I need to go... Actually, you know what? I'll probably just go Proton. So I can set myself up. Honchkrow is in my hand. Actually, probably Ariana. Now I'm looking at my hand, actually, because I can play Honchkrow and then Ariana to 8 and then draw 2. Show it the factory. Draw 2. Get a bad Pokemon, and then I'll hit him with a Torment. I could use Deceit, but that seems like a bad move. So we'll just hit him with this. So I'm not allowing him to use Unified Beatdown. If I'm properly correct, he's playing Fire Energy because it's Charizard, and then probably some Jet Energies because it's Charizard. Boss's orders. My Porygon, you punk-ass bit! Wow, he literally had nothing to play, huh? So wait, can I Giovanni and win? I'm trying to think. I can Giovanni, use Headset, put 2 in my hand, and that's 4. So yeah, let's do that. Choose a bench Pokemon to respond. Put that here. And then I can get Honchkrow. And then I can go draw 2. Hopefully I can get Proton here. Not what I was going for, but I mean, I can accept that. We're going to actually use the Miracle Headset. Because I still want these. And then I can use Team Rocket Feathers to delete Pidgey. Yes, obviously it's more important to get rid of that thing, but Petrel is the only one that I would get rid of in this situation. But deleting Pidgey means no Pidgeot. Like, could I have gotten the Terrapagos down? Yes, but also Pidgeot becomes a super savior, because if he goes, you know, Rare Candy Pidgeot, I can search out Lilies, go +8. Okay. The Chimichanga Mander. That's a choice. I feel like you didn't mean to do that for some reason. There goes my Ariana play. I still didn't use a Transceiver, so I'm okay with this. Potential? Shit. We got Ariana, Porygon, and Poké Pad. So I can actually get Porygon too. That's pretty good. If I delete Terrapagos, though, he doesn't have a dude. So we'll do this. Poké Pad. Porygon-Dose. Six, 12, 18. I need 4 anyway, so that sucks. But if I Ariana, I go +5, +2. That's close, but not enough. Draw 2, and then we'll gear 3.0. Uh-oh. Alright. This is not what we wanted. It's not at all what I wanted. Buy attacks from basic, non... There's an option here where I retreat the Honchkrow and bring up the Mimikyu because this is a Terra Pokemon. It puts it to 20. It puts it down to 20 HP, but I can't partake in doing that. I don't think. I think like my best option is Team Rocket Feathers. I don't want to do it, but I think it's better to get rid of it. Like 1, 2, 3, and then only 18. Yeah, that's fine. It's not good. It's not good, but I don't have, like, a switch card. I think I do need to add something into this deck for, like, a switch. Okay, Ignition is pretty solid when I have Porygon-Z in hand. I can use that as a counterplay. Because we did just get rid of 5. We have 6 in discard, so we're hitting 120. Kind of hoping like an Ariana off the rip, but sweet, a Noctowl and a Pidgeot. Love that. Or Charizard, whichever one of the other 2 that he doesn't have in his hand is. Please don't hurt me! Trying to think of like what Charizard... What's Charizard's max damage? Trying to think. 18 plus... Can he go to 13? Or 33? Hard concede? Cool. I didn't even see what cards he picked up. Pokemon is the cheapest version of a TCG if you like playing with physical cards. And I can always give a bunch of resources in order to assist with building your first deck. My channel, if you like certain cards, you can always just punch it into the deck list channel. Like, hey, I want to build a deck with you know, my favorite Pokemon, Gibble or something. There's entire decks you can build with that Pokemon, I'm sure. I gave myself a really easy advantage suggestion, completely forgetting about the fact that, obviously, I would love to go first. He needs to evolve things. He's playing Spit Ops version. Crazy that we're actually both playing Team Rockets. Oh, I'm going to close this. Come on in, my wonderful wife. All right, I got double mulligan. I'm going to throw up. That's crazy. Also, I got food now, so I'm going to be keeping my camera shut for a little while, so I apologize for that. This is not... Oh, I didn't get Proton. I don't think he can attack me on turn 1, though. I don't think with the deck that he has, he can punch me on 1. Nice Team Rocket. Nice Team Rocket. I got you. I got you. I understand. I am going to put down the energy. Trying to think of if there is a way that he can go around getting rid of an energy with Team Rocket's deck. I don't think so, because they're only going to be running, like, Proton, Ariana, Giovanni, Archer, and Petrel. I said Proton, and then I couldn't remember Petrel's name, and I was looking at him. That's a nice little Proton start right there. That sucks. That is unfortunate. You can't evolve the Team Rocket's Tarantula in the active, so I might as well just throw an Archer out the window. That weak to dark. It's funny that that is actively weak to dark, so he can't really do much. Both of us can abuse Team Rocket's factory, and I find that very funny. Torment for 60? I love that it makes me pick something even though it's getting knocked out. I didn't even realize he had an energy in the discard pile. That's unfortunate. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Well, there's a nice Ignition Energy, which we like. I'm gonna go get the Murkrow back, because I don't have a second basic. This allows me to use Rocket Feather, and I have enough to get a knockout here. It's just gonna be really awkward. I can use Archer here, but I kind of don't want to. It's not super necessary to do it. That sucks. So I have another Honchkrow, or another Murkrow right there, so I'm okay with this. I can use this and this to go get some basics out here. Setup. And then we're able to remove 3. This is not the 3 I would want to get rid of, but it's the 3 I have to deal with. He's playing this... he's not playing Spite Ops on purpose, obviously. Proton, 50. Ah, yes. Weakness. That is 3 energy for a knockout, which will be very pretty for me. Ripping Proton, fair. He needs to get 4 on the board, so Team Rocket and Mewtwo can even attack. Oh yeah, and he needs enough to get a knockout on the Honchkrow, that's also a thing. I have Honchkrow here to attack, but I don't have enough pieces to attack with it. Best I can do is Deceit, I guess, but I don't really want to do that. Oh, shit, that's amazing. I love that. Yes, let's please. Since I now can throw away the Proton, which I'm not going to be using anyway, in response to a Porygon-Z play, Energy Ignition, and Ariana, Proton is dead to me, so I just need to get 2. Did get two. Two of them are Proton, which is awesome. Backup Murkrow is pretty gross, to be entirely honest. So, I'm going to use this Transceiver and go get Proton, if I still have one in the deck, because it is just a throwaway material at this point. And then I will use my Team Rocket Feather, which only does 60, which I really wish it did 70, but 6, 12, 18, and then he dies. PP Parade. Alright, so let's go back here. Ooh, my full art. Hey. Honestly, I don't really have one. Maybe I did at the time since I watched it as it came out, but when I was a child, but Leaf Green on the Switch just got me hooked back into Pokemon, so I'm like learning it all over again. Oh, very nice. See, that's the only positive thing that came out of Leaf Green and Fire Red getting remade is the fact that people who played it originally can come back to it, but I still feel like $20 is too expensive for a ROM. They just downloaded the same game. They did not need to do that. What they should have done was brought out an actual, game, but whatever. So that is a two supporter removal, which does kind of suck. I can Giovanni this back in, but then I don't have the Team Rocket's energy in order to make an attack go off. Or I can use Porygon. What am I looking at here? 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 2. I can Ignition Energy and use Team Rocket's Giovanni here. Let's use Giovanni to get rid of get the Porygon in. Or I can bring up this and switch the Honchkrow back in. Yeah. That's actually kind of better. Well, I can deal with this. I'm assuming they don't have an Iono, right? Well, can I get rid of that? No, I only have 2 here. I need more. So I actively need to get something else. So maybe just the spider instead. So we have Ignition. I can use Transceiver to get rid of Archer. Or I can get rid of Archer and keep Transceiver. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. Because, like, Archer is kind of a whatever moment, whereas the other one is not. So, yeah. So we'll just get rid of our only Archer for 60. It does get rid of this, which is good. I was going to use Transceiver for Ariana. That's really funny. Because my follow-up turn is just Ignition Energy on Porygon-Z. If this gets knocked out. So, oh, he got the Team Rocket's Factory. So now if he plays a supporter. See, this is the scary part, though, because now if he keeps this in the active, since this is his last attacker, and I bring up Porygon. Oh, wait, I don't have enough power yet, do I? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm hitting for 22. And if I use Ariana, I'm hitting for 24. So this can get me a win, but I need to find, I think, my third Honchkrow, or I have 2 Honchkrows left, so. I mean, that's pretty solid, gotta say. Okay. Okay, Transceiver first, to see if Petrel can get me what I'm looking for. Because if I go Petrel, I still have double Honchkrow, and I still have Porygon-Z. And I have Poké Pad. So if I Petrel Poké Pad, I can get Honchkrow. I have the energy, and then I can use the thing so I get 3 energies. Yes, we're done. So we're going to go Petrel. Get our wonderful card called Poké Pad. Poké Pad. Honchkrow. Honchkrow. Ignition. Miracle Headset. Honestly, it doesn't matter which ones I get. I just gotta get 2. Because that's 3. And that's 18 times 2, which is knockout. So that's just game. Awesome. Roto-Stick. That's crazy. Pop, pop, pop. I had 2 Transceivers prized. Team Rocket challenges Team Rocket. No, I don't know about you guys, but I had my money on Team Rocket, so. Okay. It's funny that I'm just finding that out now. I can turn my little... I have a ring light above me for facial lighting. My opponent will go first. That sucks. I actively got Proton. God damn. Oh, it's Mega Kangaskhan Azumarill. How does Azumarill work? It's if I have a Terra Pokemon on the board, I think, so I don't have to worry about it, but... That's a piece. Didn't expect that. Uh-oh. Okay. Proton. Let's go with free retreat. That's more of a late game. I think I want to go with the double Murkrow first. Alright. Very good. Very good. Oh, well, actually, I have this and Poké Pad, so what I'll do is I'll Poké Pad first, go collect a Proton. Kanga's not going to be able to attack, at least not yet anyway. They need the double energy, which I don't think they have an ability to set up, so we'll just do what we can here. If I can get Torment, though, it'd feel better, but... Oh, shit! We got the Proton! No! Let's do it! Deceit would be cool for an Ariana, I'm not gonna lie, but... Well, that's the question. This hand is kind of ass. I can go Deceit for Archer. Now, let's just do Torment. You know what? 6, 12, 18, 24, then I would need 6 more, right? So that means I would, if I hit Torment twice, let's say, I can do a potential set it for 260. It depends on if he uses a Dark Energy and the Munkidori and moves the energy or the damage counters around, which would suck. Which would be actually kind of abysmal for me, but I have to try. Are you weak to Dark? No, you're weak to Steel. Darn. Wait, isn't there an Azumarill EX now? I guess I'm gonna find out. That searches 3 EX Pokemon directly from your deck, which is crazy talk. Latios. I don't know what his other options would be. I definitely have Latios. Definitely feel Latios as an answer. I don't know what the other 2 would be, though. What? EV Sylveon? Wait, what? Wait, Sylveon kind of goated. How do you set up the energy for it? Is Sylveon weak to Dark? No, it's probably Steel. Yeah, he's gonna target that. I can't... I mean, he put energy here, so now I just leave the Kangaskhan on. He didn't go after Latios, though, so he can't switch. So... I can Giovanni's into a free retreat, but I can't get a knockout afterwards because I don't have Honchkrow. I can Transceiver maybe for Proton. Not Proton, but Petrel. Well, no, I think go Ariana. Like, Ariana's like a weird option, don't get me wrong, but... Because Ariana allows me to draw 3, and then I can still use Factory to draw 2. That sucked. None of that is helpful! That's terrible. You know what I should do then? Because he's not going to attack. I will use Deceit. If he goes for an attack, it's going to be a Munkidori attack, and that's not going to be all that helpful. I didn't put any damage counters down, so he can't use Munkidori to move it and get a KO, which is what I'm expecting him to try. I think I'll go get Petrel out, because I can search Poké Pad with Petrel, And then Poké Pad into Honchkrow so I can get Honchkrow down. And then I can still use Factory to draw 2. Because then I have access. And I have Pokégear, so I can go Giovanni, Proton, Archer. That's 3. I don't know. Petrel will get me Poké Pad into Honchkrow, but then I can use Pokégear to get a 4th, but then I don't have 5 to get the Kangaskhan knockout that I need. So that's exactly 300, by the way, if I have 5. He has the Sylveon, but I don't know how he's going to get it set up with Magical Charm abilities, or Angel Light, even more rare. Yeah, I figured he's going to do nothing here. If I draw a supporter, I have a chance. Holy shit. That's such a good support. Okay, so Kangaskhan gets obliterated here. Not by design, but definitely by value. We got the Poké Pad play. We hit Poké Pad to go get Honchkrow out of the deck. Yes, I could try and draw for it, but I'd rather not draw into it. I'd rather just guarantee it. And then we can go into this. Use Team Rocket's Factory. If I get, you know, double supporter, you know, go me. Oh. Proton. Yes. Okay, wait. We're kind of goated for this. Oh, shit. Because now we have the 5. I think I'll take the 5 that I have and use Miracle Headset next turn to get them back. Because then we get to remove Kangaskhan and 2 energies, which is pretty good. Losing the double Giovanni is, like, not great because I lose my boss's orders, but I still have 2 more in the deck, which we just saw. Proton I don't care about. Losing Archer is kind of whack, but seeing the board state, I'm not too worried. Plus, I also get 3 new cards. So that's... It's weird that I'm afraid of Zero Sig, because this would actually... Actually, no. What'd I keep? Miracle Headset, Archer, Honchkrow? Yeah, actually, the rest of this doesn't really... Oh, never mind. I would probably keep triple Ignition Energy. Gravity, I retreat for 2 anyway, dude. Like, I have the double energy right there. I have to retreat for 2. That doesn't fix anything for you. You're weak to dark, though. So, 1 is enough to kill you. Unless he kills me, in which case, I'm okay. Did he energy retrieval? And then play Lilies? He did. Okay. I admit, didn't expect it. Yeah, confusion bad. Don't want to deal with it. I'm not gonna lie, so I'll just do this. This. I was gonna use Miracle Headsets for Giovanni, but I just realized that might not be that good. It's better because then I don't have to lose a Pokemon. I think I want to do something like Ariana, but I don't know. I have Archer in hand, but I have to throw something out, right? So I'll throw away the Archer. Because I don't expect to die. I don't. I'll throw the Pal Pad. I think it's fair. I think it's fair to assess. Giovanni is pretty solid. Archer is pretty solid. Petrel and Proton are just throwaway cards, so I don't really need them. Not too much anyway. And then I'll use my Giovanni here. And I have 2. I need only 1 throwaway, though. I can't remove the monkey. Are you weak to steel or weakness is steel? I only have 2 cards I can throw away. So I'd have to bring up this Marill. And I think that's kind of the only play that I have. Because then a 2-prizer like the Sylveon, which I assume is their attacker, is kind of my best play. It still allows me to draw 2. Forgot about that. Could get more shit. Damn. Oh. Hold on, you're a Terra Pokemon. Won't lie, I didn't see that one. That's pretty funny. I'm gonna give him this because then I can use Archer, I think. Yeah, we're just gonna get rid of... I don't know. I don't know about Archer. Getting rid of Archer is kind of awkward. Because he can't get a knockout right now with Honchkrow if I take a knockout here. So I can throw away Giovanni. And I did put... You know what? There are three counts in the deck. I'm going to keep Ariana. I also could have evolved into Porygon-Z right there, and I just totally did not do that. Whoopsies. Oh, well, that's funny. I don't know how many... We only got rid of, like, so few. 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm hitting 14 on Porygon, but I need to get to that, so that sucks. I was so sure of it. I honestly don't know why I was afraid of this, but I am. Well, I can evolve this because it's an attacker. That is not what I want to get rid of, but I still have triple Team Rocket's energies looking around, and I think I still can do this. As now I can evolve this. And then I have Ignition for the other Honchkrow, if needed. Yeah, so he doesn't even get the KO on me, so that's pretty nice. Nice. Okay, so I don't need to worry about too many things showing up here, which would be annoying, but that's good. That's really, really good. We're going to use this and keep the Ignition, draw up to 8, which is nice. Which is now draw 2, because I have Team Rockets. Okay. So I'll use Reconstitute, which can throw away Petrel, which is bad. I don't expect them to have another option, right? Giovanni can win me the game if I have enough pieces. So wait, no, I want this gone. And this. You're not weak to dark, right? You're weak to steel. That's rather funny, actually. So if I can use Giovanni, I would need 5. And I have 2 Transceivers and a Pokégear 3.0. Pretty sure I have it. If I do this... Retreat. Honchkrow. Rocket Feather. Remove Petrel. Because it does double damage, it removes Monkey Dari. So now Chansey is still a knockout, and Sylveon is also a knockout for game. I don't know what the hell this guy's on. He's got a lot of shit going on, but I don't know what it is, to be honest. Okay, I need 5 regardless to take on Sylveon or Kangaskhan, so it doesn't make too much of a difference, but we have an Ignition, so I can make another Honchkrow attack if necessary. That doesn't change anything, because now he's just retreated, so now he can't retreat again. It's 2 basics or an evolution. Never got to see if there was an Azumarill Early X in here. There's a Snorunt? It's not Frostlass, because that wouldn't make any sense. I mean, maybe, because there's 2 Monkey Dories. Either that or Frostlass EX, right? Or Mega Frostlass EX, whatever it's called. I need 1 prize, and I just, he might just not do anything this turn. Yeah. So if I have a draw... Wait, who am I kidding? I just win this. A free retreat Pokemon. Bring up this guy. Retreat. Honchkrow. Honchkrow. Feathers. I know I only needed 1, but I thought it was funny. Bonus damage. Hee hee. All right. Oh, I'm up against another streamer. I'm up against another streamer, but I'm not playing a good deck, so I'm going to try and get an ID out of it. Yo, let's go! I'm not checking. Undefeated Honchkrow continues! The run is real! I don't care! We take those! We take those! Oh, I am up against, unfortunately, Honchkrow. Nova, how do you feel about Honchkrow in the next format? It'll be better. I honestly believe it. There isn't too much hand disruption. This deck can run 4 archers. So I feel like it definitely has... It has a leg up on the competition, if nothing else. Because other players can obviously play Judge or Unfair Stamp, but, you know, Archer is just Unfair Stamp, but better. And I'm not entirely sure about other kinds of decks, really. A lot of players are going to be playing a lot of Team Rockets, the normal types get a Warehouse, I think it is. What the fuck is it? Watchtower? Whichever the one it says, you can't have, fucking hand. What's it called? Normal type Pokemon don't have abilities. A lot of people are going to be running the hell out of that thing, so... Did I go first? Won the coin flip, decided to go second. Yay, I get to go first. Yay, Transceiver! You know what's even funnier? This is my only normal type. This is my only full art Transceiver in the whole set. Normal Transceiver. We go Proton. This is the first game this entire tournament. By the way, we're in tournament round 6. I've played 5 rounds. That we actively got this as in our opening hand. 1, 2, 3. I wonder what Pokemon I'm going to put down. I wonder what cards I added to my hand. I wonder which ones I'm going to put down. Weird. Watchtower, yeah? Yeah, Watchtower is pretty disgusting in the next format. Everyone's going to be running like a 4 of. 0-6 is also insane. Nice Iono on 1, you bitch ass. I needed those. I mean, wait, this isn't bad. I got the Poké Pad Factory. I can Transceiver into Ariana and play this. I can get rid of 4 of these 6 cards in my hand. That's crazy. Why didn't that autocorrect properly? What did you try and autocorrect? Oh, I see. 0 Sig and 0 is, and then you wrote 0 Sig is, but it didn't auto-prep to 0 Sig. I get it. Head judging a cup. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Okay. So we're playing Factory, playing Poké Pad. I feel like this is good to know, but not necessary in general. You know, I really would rather just use Torment here. I'm not going to lie to you. If I could... Wait. Is Giovanni a play here? I go Transceiver, Giovanni, bring up the Dreepy, and get a KO. I feel like that's a better idea, to be honest. Top 8 had Rowan, Stanoff, and Riley McKay. I don't know who those people are. I probably should know who those people are, but I don't, because people are just people. Teehee. Giovanni! I bring up my Honchkrow. And I'll bring up... I could bring up Duskull, get a 1 energy knockout, or I can go up Dreepy and I get a 2... I have to remove 2 for this, which does kind of suck, but... These won't be supporters! Aha! I knew it. Ah! Team Rocket Feathers. I delete the attacker. It just ate the is... What the fuck did you just say? Jesus Christ. Riley's the reigning world champion. Rowan has won a region. Oh. That's nice. Good for them. What a turn. Dude. That's crazy. That's actually really funny. That's not a Terra Pokemon. I don't really want to do anything. Well, yeah. If we got, like, Proton, that's one thing. Yeah, like, Giovanni, Petrel, Archer. I'm gonna go Petrel. I'm gonna go Petrel into Stadium into draw 2. I don't feel like that's terrible, to be entirely honest. I could actively go Miracle Headset, to be entirely honest, actually. Because I could go get Giovanni's and, like, Archer back, but... Nah. You know what I do? I'll take Ariana to draw up to 8. I can get another Stadium, right? I don't want to play the energy this turn. I don't think I need it. I don't think it matters. Because I don't think they have a removal tool for it, though. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just throw this. Oh my god, he's weak to that. That's actually kind of funny. All right, goodbye. I didn't realize that Duskull was weak to Dark. Then again, I guess I don't know what it was weak to. All right, well. Kaz is here. How's it going? Well, we're 4-0-1 undefeated with Team Rocket's Honchkrow. Pretty solid. Please tell me you whiffed. Please tell me you whiffed. Thought that was game. I was like, no. Because we need 5, honestly, to get there, so that does kind of blow, but whatever. I don't want to play the Ignition Energy, though. Like, I can't hit with Murkrow anyway, so I don't want to play Ignition. I think I just got to draw 6 here instead of 8 or 7. That's pretty good. Draw 2. That was not very good. That was not very good at all. Nice. Dude has been sitting on 2 Drag Cloaks since turn 1. That's crazy. Poké Pad, what? Monkey Dory, maybe? Or no. Yeah, no, he can't go for Latias. That's a very strong hand. You Poké Pad first because then you're looking for Lanas or Ionos at this point. Because his hand is dead, basically. He needs to get Latias out of the active, or to get the bear out of active. What was his last option? That's going to be Neo Upper, 100%. Yeah, Dragapult Neo Upper. So even if I take out the Drag Cloak, he's setting himself up for another one. Super genius. So we have access to draw. It's just like, this is just not fantastic of all things. Because I can use Giovanni here. So what I kind of want to do is Giovanni into Duskull into Honchkrow to active, I guess. Because I can still play the Ignition Energy if I get to attack. And I just need 1 supporter to guarantee a knockout here. That's a very good supporter to pick up. I should not have put down the Porygon. I'm silly. That was a mistake. That was dumb. I should have not done that. Giovanni. Okay. That's very, very funny that he's going with this Drag Cloak over the other one because he has the Neo Upper. It's 50-50 because there is a % chance here where he could go Dragapult, right? Attack this, but if he's 60 damages the Porygon and leaves the Mimikyu, then I can use the Mimikyu to attack in a very funny way. One of those, like, unlucky, like, unnecessary, but can happen moments. Going 3-2. I missed the first round. Me and my last opponent decided to ID our last match. Yo, so you're going to phase 2? Very fucking nice. Let's go. Night Stretcher. Is that a Dreepy? I feel like going Dreepy here is kind of like bad because if you just evolve this into Dragapult, then I can never go into a single prizer, into a double prizer. Like, he has to make a decision to get rid of Porygon or Mimikyu. That's fair. I'll give him that. Doesn't really change too much. He got rid of Porygon. That is the smarter decision of the two, to be honest. I would like to get both Porygons now so I can try and get Porygon-Z to come down, but it's super unlikely. I have the attack, but for me to get this is 6 supporters, and I am not drawing up that many cards in one move. My best option here is... probably Giovanni into this. But I don't have a draw option until Factory hits, which does kind of put a damper on things. I also should not have put Mimikyu forward if that was my option. Just thought about it, but whatever. Alright, so Loke comes forward. We don't have too many options. I have Transceivers. I have options. I just gotta find them. Archer was not the best option that could have happened. Let me see. Poké Pad Porygon. Porygon 2 is 90. So if I could evolve it... I should have put the Dreepy forward now that I think about it, because if I got the Dreepy, it would have done the same thing. Oh, wait. I hate this, but it does what I'm trying to make it do. Question, though. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're only at 11 here, which is only 22. I need... well, actually, that's enough to get a KO on the bear. So, we actually can hammer in to get a knockout, which is unprecedented, but it do work. He's going after the 2 Porygons. Why are we going so hard after the Porygon? Right? Right? Like, think about it. Now, 4 energy, I mean, 4 supporters, and we still get there with this guy. Which I have 3, or I have 2 right now. And if I get Team Rocket's Giovanni and, like, a couple of good options, you know, could get there. Could get there. I'm surprised you ignored the Honchkrow, though. It's kind of whack you would do that. Question, though, how many Team Rocket's Giovanni am I looking at? 3? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I think it's just free retreat option, regardless. Because I can't do anything with this, you know, if I got this with Mimikyu for 60. Since now it doesn't matter, we want to hit a Giovanni. Rotos. So if I do Giovanni, I still need 1 more. But it's possible. Because if I get it, we win. And if I don't get it, I lose. That's how simple it is. Wow. It don't go. Pew, 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 pew. My opponent's deck archetype is showing as Zoroark. 6, 12, 18, 24. Damn it. They have 28. Damn it. This is why I don't run Brave Bangle, by the way. Everything is like 28, and I can only hit 27. Or if I use 4, so I would use 5 to get a KO. I don't have bench protection, though, like, Darmanitan is going to cook me if he runs that one. I'm sure it's Darmanitan, because there's no reason not to. This is not going to be super easy. You know what? That's not a good hand, so, you know what? Not bad. Good luck, Genki. Yeah, good luck as you too, my guy. That's not good. Unless I went first. Alright. This is still awkward and bad. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think... He can't swing on one to get a KO. That's all I know. That's all I know about Zoroark is they need a turn to set up. And usually a supporter, which is why they want to go second. Must be nice. 4 Transceivers or Proton, by the way. Every match today that I've gotten to play, I only started Proton one time, and it was from a Transceiver. I can't do anything here. He has a stadium to retreat out with En's Castle, so, like... I can Ariana for 1, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's Ariana for 2. And we hit the factory. That's crazy. What do you want me to do? I can Torment for nothing, realistically, here. Well, sorry, it'll put it under, so it's only 2 energy, or 2 supporters to get rid of it, but I feel like I should just Deceit for another supporter. I'm not. Do I get Iono'd after this? Probably. You know what? It might be better to go with this to weaken the Zekrom. If you can't retreat out, this might be good. Not that this matters, but I guess I can stop this. He's not going to use a triple energy, like... Well, he can't use a triple energy reversal, because it doesn't do anything. Alright. Tosses out a Darmanitan, which is wild to even think of it. I just lose here, by the way. Actually, yeah. No, if he had... Well, he needs Castle to retreat, and he needs another energy to attack with this. So it's a little hard, but... I mean, he only runs... There's only 2 castles in this deck these days. If nothing, no small Pokemon here, which is nice. No monkey. No monkey. That's what I'm looking for. No monkey. Oh my god. No monkey. Okay. So he can't set up a monkey play, but he also has subjugating chains, so that's cool. Yeah, he's allowed to switch out and use it, even though I countered it, but it's whatever. I just couldn't get a Proton, dude. Alright. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Alright. I should look at my opponent's, what's it called? The deck archetypes, so I know what the fuck I'm going up against. I don't want to be surprised. I'm up against Grimmsnarl Frostlass. There's not... I mean... Frostlass sets the Grimmsnarl to 300-ish. So, if we have 5, we can still delete Grimmsnarl. I'm trying to, like, think about what I need to really worry about. It's not too many things. I'm putting down the Porygon. It has no ability. Porygon 2 has no ability as well. The Honchkrow doesn't have an ability either. So it's only Porygon-Z that's actually effective. That sucks. I will do it because if I get lucky... Shit. I mean, they run the 2 Spike Mouth, 1... Not Jamming Tower. What's the other one? The one that you get to Pokemon. Artisan. Right? Yeah, Artisan. That's like their new support setup, and we run 4 of these, so there's a pretty good chance. I got Honchkrow, but I need too many discards. Okay. Oh, he didn't get a basic. Oh, dude, if I was able to get it. I would need I would need a double colored energy, and I would need Giovanni, but man, dude, that would be crazy to delete that guy. Allow me to show you my true power. Aha. Team Rock is Ariana for 5. Whee! There's an energy. That's pretty good. Porygon-Z because I didn't get another option. I have Transceiver, so I can delete one energy, delete Munkidori there. By the way, it's weak to dark, so funny joke. Dude! Fuck! No, not that. That was rude. Porygon-Z is just Honchkrow, but using an Ignition Energy. So we don't care about this basically at all. We just care about deleting Munkidori, which is highly possible here. Am I expecting death? Maybe? Well, I need to get rid of one. So maybe I'll get rid of Giovanni here because die. That's good value, right? Try some form of integer overflow for friends with storage. That wouldn't make any sense because if you have an integer overflow, it means you didn't code it for a maximum of an 8 gig or 8 byte system. If you code it for an 8 byte system, your friends list can be 1024 at maximum. If you're setting it to the lowest bit, it's 32. Well, technically it's 8, but 32 is what I was looking at, I assume. What just happened? Lilies, okay. So no supporter, that's good. Damn, he showed me another Impidimp. I was kind of hoping he didn't show me another Impidimp. He's letting the Snorunt die. Or not. He's TM evolving, okay. If I had free retreat, it'd be better. Because I think I still Giovanni here to pull this, because if I leave these to their own devices for a little while, it's a problem. I don't want a Giovanni's, though. But Proton and Petrel aren't that good. So maybe I just Giovanni's anyway. Yeah, we're going to do Giovanni's. It's not fantastic, but it's still good enough. Because I can throw away Proton very easily. I can either delete Munkidori here. Morgrem, potentially, is probably a little bit better if I'm not gonna lie here. Actually, let me get rid of Morgrem, because I do have another Giovanni, and I can actually Giovanni this guy up. Because I have Transceiver for another one, so it's kind of like I have a third. Oh. Appreciate it. That's pretty nice. Thank you. Of course, then I also get Poké Pad, so I can go get the free retreat Pokemon. I'm going to grab Mimikyu, but I don't think I'm going to play it. Because he's going to get damage counters on these, which can delete the Mimikyu, which I would rather him not do. So we're going to use this. And we're going to just Rocket Feather, remove... Obviously, Proton. Petrel is like meh, but... That's fine. This makes it harder. I know they have a second TM evolution I have to worry about. I know I still have to worry about Devo. Still okay. Still a possibility. I don't know. He's got 3 cards in his hand, right? He used Lily's last turn. But, like, if he puts an energy here, it's like, I don't know. How many rare candies do they run? That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. That sucks. I still have 2 Transceivers. Okay, that's good. I can use the Ignition Energy and discard Proton for 1. Gear hopefully gets me another one. I'd really like an Ariana here. Not gonna lie. Actually, Proton or Petrel would be good because I can get the stadium to remove the Spike Mouth. Would be nice. Oh, did he actually get it? Fuck. Dude, wait. 2 here, 2 here. Oh, okay. What? Okay, whatever. I have 2, 4, 5 in here. Since he deleted that one, I do get the one that has an attack already. I need, like, Ariana into, like, a bunch. It's gonna be rough. I should use Spike Mouth to shuffle, though. Like, there's Petrel. That could be helpful. We're gonna shuffle. I need Ariana off the Pokégear, and that's gonna be like the worst thing. I wish it showed me what the order was. I have 2 Arianas. I guess Miracle Headset could also get me. So I have 2 options. I have 3 options, technically. So I'll use this. Dewey Archer? This only puts up 180, which I can't say is good. Archer is gonna be so bad. I need to like top deck a stadium and like a full set of fucking support pieces. That made it worse. What are we looking at here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 discards is only 12 with this guy. Transceiver into Ariana into discard 2. Plus Ignition. Okay. $24, $23. We can go down to 27. He can't delete this without a Devo, but if he Devos, he's not taking out Honchkrow, so it's more or less I'm safe for the most part. That's insane. No way he top decked that, because this hand was awful with these. Yeah, that's kind of stupid. Yep, energy search into the freebie so we can move 6. It'd probably be 6 here and then ping for 3 with the Grimmsnarl to get a knockout. So we can get our KO, and then I have to deal with Porygon as my only option, which is really awkward. I should have enough to get a KO, depending on where these damage counters go, I guess. Yeah, I figured this was the play, because now it's like I have to go into like long range using this guy. If this doesn't have like another rare candy, we might have some turns to play around it, but it's like really awkward. Losing these is really bad. I only have 1 Murkrow and 1 Honchkrow left. My biggest attack is Porygon right now. So we have Ignition, just a thing. Transceiver is always an option here, where I can go get Ariana's. I can Ariana and then use the Porygon Discord, which can help me get enough to get a knockout here. But boy howdy, is it not good. Dumpster, Petrel, done. Night Stretcher, that's cool, if only it mattered, because Murkrow can still get pinged dead. Question, 290. I need 15. I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 200. Not enough. I was hoping to get a stadium here, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so that's just a game regardless, because he can, again, do 30-30 and then just 30 to the bench, and I can't protect it. If I was able to delete the Grimmsnarl, then sure, I could have gotten there, but it was very much not possible. Fuck! No! We need 1 win to go into ASIM. Maybe. Nah, they're not gonna stay. Oh, wait. Oh, he's Turtle Shell. Wait, his Turtle Shell actually kind of holds it. Hold on. How's that look? That look good? Can't tell what that looks like on screen. Yes, with the hype, let's go! Squirtle Squad! You want to go first? I forgot. Yeah, I'm going first, right? No, yes. Because of... Hey, maybe this time I'll get to get Proton. By the way, whole tournament started Proton 1 time. We have gone 8 rounds. And the fucking game still continues. We have never opened the game with Proton because we... at all. We only had Transceiver in our opening hand. 4 Transceivers, 4 Protons, never opened that shit. I am pissed. Oh, it's derpy. It is derpy. We top deck Transceiver. We can play the game. Proton. All of them are in there, by the way. None of them are prized. So, what am I doing? Proton. I don't have a Honchkrow, so this does kind of suck a little bit, but I'm beyond upset there is not a second Porygon in there. Okay, whatever. That's fine. We shall figure it out. I will energize Honchkrow here, because we still can evolve and play Ariana. So that's pretty. Maybe just bricks. I can play Ariana, get Honchkrow, and win the game next turn. Let's just hope he bricks. That's all I can hope. This deck is pretty bad against us. I'm not gonna, or pretty. It's super strong into us. I hate it. Must be nice to start your buddy Puffin, unlike me who can't start a fucking Proton. By the way, Proton now dead, so that's pretty cool. Dude, I don't even want to. No, stop. Just... like, I get the Iono idea, but like, I mean, I get the Badoo idea, but like, can you just not? Buddy into Lilies. You have nothing else you could play, really. I was gonna say Latias for free retreat, guarantee. Don't show me any energies here. My Mimikyu is prized, my 4th Honchkrow is prized, and my second Porygon is all prized. If I needed the Mimikyu too, because I want to be able to use Rocket's Giovanni, but without another energy, I can't even use it. Because I would Giovanni into the Duskull and delete it, but... crazy. Beyond belief. Like, I want to remove Derpy here because he's a problem child, but I am such a... in a bad situation here. Like I said, Giovanni can't do anything now. I don't have energies, so, and I can't retreat, so for real right now, where are my cards? Unplayable. Love it. Anyway, we'll just Torment to KO the Badoo, giving him Pheasantipity options, because, you know, why not, right? That's good, because that with Giovanni allows me to do free retreating. Well, now my hand is mostly supporters, which does suck because I can't do anything without a Honchkrow. Oh. Oh, okay, wait, that's, these two are good. This is bad. Ooh. I'm, like, looking at it. Now it's, like, disgusting regardless. Now I can't even use the Poké Pad. Not that, again, it doesn't matter, but, like, it does suck that I can't use it. Now I need to find Ariana, I guess, again. Okay, so Petrel's pretty cool. Petrel's pretty great here, actually, because I can go get Petrel for, Ariana for next turn. Yeah. Because next turn I'm able to use Poké Pad ×2, which is more or less what I'm going after here. Okay, double Proton, nifty. Torment. So we're up 2, I guess? Sure. This is how the last game started, and then my opponent made a massive comeback, and it destroyed me. Are you weak to dark? You are. Getting you in the active area to 2 cards is free 2 prizer. That's actually pretty nice, I guess. Why are we doing this a third time? Put down a Dreepy. I mean, what's it called? Not a Dreepy, but Duskull. They run 2 Duskulls. Put another one of those. Son of a bitch. Do you really have no plays? Into Iono again. What am I even using Petrel for? I mean, now I got 3 triple energies in the bottom of my deck. That's cool. All right, worthless. Archer doesn't do anything unless he can take a knockout, which, yeah, Drag Cloak, 1 energy gets a knockout on Murkrow, which might be kind of goated right now for him. He can't find another energy. He's just going to go to the Badoo. No way! Okay, so here's the thing. Badoo Murkrow puts me down to 30, and then I have 50 HP left, so he might do this and then hit with this. Because if I don't have an energy, I can't get a KO on the Badoo backwards, right? Maybe all the energy is prized? Very possible, because they only run 6 and Neo Upper. So they only run 7, maybe 6 energies in the front. Can you just, like, do that so I get another prize card and then take out Badoo? Because he doesn't know I have this? What are we doing? Okay. I actively use Energy Retreat and Retreat unless I mean, Ignition is on the bottom of my deck. I have to throw a Petrel no matter what I do here, regardless of what happens. If I hit... I can use Factory to retreat, but shuffling... I can shuffle my deck with this. Poké Pad, because I can go get Honchkrow. Or, no, I'm so dumb. Wait a minute. I think I have it in my deck. Where is he? I do. Okay, we're fine. This is not what I want to do, but it's what I can do. If I didn't get item locked, that would have been better. Brownies, please check your DMs real quick. You can see as well. So I can energize. Yeah, but the thing is, he can still watch. That's the concern. He may not be, he's not able to message, but he can still watch. It seemed awkward that he would do bringing this guy up because I didn't have a triple energy. That's why I thought it was awkward, and I think we have a bit of an issue. Oops, that's not the one I was trying to bring up. No way. Yeah, you see it too. Like, that seems too close when I'm up against Boom Boy, and Boom Bang Boy is in my chat, and he just used a counter catcher to bring up my Porygon because after he used a Iono play, I was unable to attack with Porygon. It seems a bit awkward. It seems very scripted. Because if I found a triple energy, it wouldn't have mattered because I would still make the attack go off. But because of the play, that seemed really scummy. Here's the thing. If you look at the beginning of the chat varieties, like, legitimately, I messaged if he wanted to SD. What deck do I run? He wanted to find out what deck. And then waited a couple of minutes. Said I don't want ID, and then he finally added me like 4 minutes later. I feel like he may have noticed and then joined in. So I don't feel very... I feel like it's pretty confident that he's kind of doing something a little not the best. We can never confirm these things unless, you know, you have an ID of Twitch, but... I wish Limitless did have a Twitch ID on it. That way when I can play in tournaments, I can have these things out here. He actively just headbutted me. say. We can still use Poké Pad and energy in order to get the 2 pieces I need, but I need a lot more damage here. Okay, that's pretty good damage. Honchkrow. Ooh, wait. I should have energized the bench Honchkrow, because I could have used this to get Giovanni. Take a 2-prizer on this, and then he wouldn't be able to use this. Alright, if I hit this, we can still play it out. Alright, very good. Oh, and it's Proton, too. Fuck that thing. So I have the Transceiver play, which is kind of goated. We're going to do the thing. I don't think this is a good idea, but I'm going to try it because I might want to do it. Ooh, not good. Yes, wait. Pal Pad. Ariana ×2, because Ariana's a fantastical card. I was really hoping to draw 3 into a potential play, but that did not happen, so that's fun. Night Stretcher can go get me my Murkrow back, and then I can use Team Rocket Factory. What happened? Why can't I use Factory? What? Is it jammed up? I didn't use it. Did I? Yeah, I never use Factory. It's not working. Awesome! Okay. I already played an energy down, so I can't even use Porygon, so what am I doing here? So we're going to hold Archer. We're going to hit for 3. It sets up 1, 2, 3, 6 in discard, so we're hitting 12, which is enough to get a KO on Dragapult because we can just use Archer for 2 more. So we can use Porygon 2 to get a knockout. He can't clear the bench, and then we can steal a 2-prizer. That's awkward. Yeah, the Factory wasn't working anyway, so you know what? Maybe a bonus for me, in all honesty. I feel like he doesn't know what to do because he's looking at my hand, trying to figure out, okay, how can I play around this, that, and this? Yeah. So, like, why wouldn't you target the Honchkrow that has an energy, right? This match doesn't make too much sense. Like, you can remove Porygon, but you're not removing anything else, which is doable. Add the black bar? Nah. If he wins by just being a scumbag, then let him know he's just a scumbag. And realistically, it's like, he's making a lot of awkward plays that don't make sense. So, what are we doing? Like, see, he's playing around my hand and then realizing things and then putting it back. Which is, like, astounding, to say the very least. Because, like, you know, why would you use that combination of cards? Why would you bring up with a counter catcher and then bring another counter catcher up? You knew you had the first one, so you had Dusclops, and so you didn't have to use those 2 cards. He was playing around the fact that I was talking about using this next turn, and that made him change his decision for his entire turn. It just seems like he's not playing properly. If I can get... I have a Night Stretcher still in the deck, and we have only 1 Honchkrow here, so... Ooh, okay. I would use Archer, but I win the game if I hit, like, 2 supporters and a Honchkrow play somehow. So, yeah, that's hysterical. You still lost. Because 6, 12, 18 is just KO. And that's 2 prizes. He was playing around my hand. There's too much going on that looks way too shifty for him not to be playing around my hand, and he's still lost. It's funny because if he wasn't playing around my hand, I think he would have played better. Why do I have pink hair again? How? Like, why does the avatar just magically change? Is the hair bug back? There was a bug that went away? The hair bug has plagued me since the beginning of time. I have had avatar bugs where my eye color changed, my hair color changed. Before it was a light blue, now I'm turning pink. I don't know what fucking, like, shit they're putting me on here, but, like, I don't know why my hair color keeps changing. One time my skin color changed, man. I was black for a day. I don't know why the game does it. It's hysterical. My hair kept turning gray. Brother, I don't know. Awesome. Still didn't start Proton. Although he's not putting a card down, so maybe I get an extra card. Yay. Transceiver, please. Turo, Arvin, Hilda, Mist Energy. Right. I know what I'm up against. Why the fuck am I talking? No! My sunglasses! Fine. Fuck! I mean, that's the free retreat one, so I mean, at least that's something. You know, I don't really need Proton all that much. I just like having a card that I can play on turn 1. Miku. Poké Pad. Especially when you have Team Rocket's Factory, dude. I really wish I could do better here. Psychotic! Nice name. But a guy that was nude but had his upper and lower sections removed. Yeah, I saw that. I don't know what I want to go with here. Realistically, I feel as though Porygon's, like, okay of an option, but, like... I think I want to get Murkrow, so I have double Murkrow. And then I'll go into, like, Honchkrow search. I don't think I'm going to get Iono'd. I really don't. I can look at my opponent's deck list! He runs 2 Ionos! Wait, how many stadiums he's running? 1 Artisan, 1 Poké Studio. So, I'm not afraid of getting KO'd on 1. Because I won't. Do I need Factory on board? Not really. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. We did not get Proton, so that sucks. But I still got my free retreat. I just don't get my other monkeys. Annoying bug earlier where the game refused to let me pick Arvin from Pokégear. I fucking know. I'm gonna get Iono'd anyway. What the fuck? Oh, wait, that's so much better, though. Like, actually, I have... Ooh, that's... Wait, that's kind of okay. Wait, I can Transceiver, but it doesn't matter. Oh, well, if I... Not enough draw power to make it work for me. Because if I had enough draw power, I'd be able to get these two to die. Or bring up either one with Giovanni and kill it, but... Oh, well. Crazy, they only run... Oh, it's Practice Studio Zoroark. Oh, that's right. Giovanni's the better option, to be entirely honest. Delete these guys. That's really funny. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty funny. I think it's Transceiver for Petrel. Petrel for a Honchkrow. Because Poké Pad just exists. Yeah, because I don't really have another option, really. None of those do anything. Like, nothing's in the discard pile, so we'll just do this. Honchkrow. And then we're gonna go get Proton out of the fucking deck because he's a piece of garbage. This is the problem. I still take a knockout here, but it's like, that matters, you know? Yeah, so we're gonna get rid of this. I expect death. Because Reshiram hits 170, I die anyway. Or Zekrom hits 250, I die anyway. So, I'm expecting death. Archer might be okay. Actually, Archer's not even that good in that matchup because he can just reset his whole hand, huh? So I'll just get rid of Zorua. I know I'm setting up, like, the end PowerPoint up, but in his deck, he only runs 1. So, like, I'm not too worried. He needs 2 Dark Energies where he runs 5. Oh, well, that's just funny. He's not putting down any Crustle. I assumed he would still go into Crustle, but I guess it makes sense. Boss goes away because he needs to delete Honchkrow anyway. A hard turn pass might be huge for me. Air Balloon, PP up, Energize. But he's not running Poké. Oh, there it is. He has 1 Ultra Ball in his whole deck. God damn it. Yeah, Reshiram for 170 is better than Zekrom. He's got 1 Super Rod and 1 Lana's. That's his entire deck. Crazy. 1 Lumen in the entire deck, too. That's crazy, too. So Honchkrow does get deleted. That's not terrible, to be entirely honest, because I can still work with it with these 2. Get the free retreat guy. I really wish I had a Terra Pokemon to steal attacks from, but I've never done it with Mimikyu this entire set. I'm not using Archer. I have to use Ariana. Ariana just makes more sense. So we can do that. I got 4, but I need 5. Got the Night Stretcher and everything. I need a 5th. Top deck! Top deck! Hey! And we get there, baby! Donkano! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hey! That's so bad. I really don't want to do that. I mean, it deletes his only Pokemon that has 2 energies. He only has 1 power point up, so it's gone, and he has no other energies on the deck. There's no way. I was really hoping for a support. I'm not gonna lie. That sucks. That is so bad. Really funny though. I can't be upset. I can't, like, you know. He only has 1 Super Rod and 1 Lana's. Like, realistically, if I went after this and deleted it, it would be so good. Lilies for 8. 6. Energize Air Balloon, yeah. Yeah, he can Air Balloon to switch out to Badoo. If I take it out, though, he only has 1 Zoroark to play with. I can't use items, but seeing as my hand is dead, I really have no items to play. Like, I wanna... Like, you know, who... This is dead. This is just... Can't do anything. I had to get the KO, because obviously he just would have ran through me with this if I didn't get the KO with it. So, like, I couldn't keep an Ariana and then just, like, have it work. It just... This just deletes me regardless. Oh, awesome. Why would you... Oh, yeah, you need 2 Dark Energies. Grass doesn't do anything for you. This is just an Earthen Vessel pick. Because he doesn't have Night Stretcher in his deck. And he used his Super Rod, so he has no way of getting it back without Lana. Do the Iono play. Pretty please. Fuck. He's not taking the Iono because he wants to wait till I have less. He's holding it. Oh, rude. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, Cape would be pretty bad. So, funny joke. No, he's doing the thing I was just about to say. Can't I just torment this until it stops? No! He got me. He knew what I was going to do. You're a monster. Oh, no, it's free retreat first. I mean, I still have a Murkrow I can go after. There's still one in the deck somewhere. Everything but Porygon 2 is just showing up. Like, the game is over if I could have deleted this thing, but I just could not. I should have saved the Ariana and played around it, but I didn't. It just makes me a... I mean, he does run Turo, so maybe he was able to out it. Yep. So now we can set up a third one. Not that the third one really matters all that much, because if I can go, I could go around it with Giovanni's and go after this Badoo now for 30 and get a KO, but it does not need Golduck. Like, it's not impossible right now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So I would, now is the time. I would love a Proton, funny enough, because I can Stadium, I can do some stuff with that. I can hammer in for 100 right now, by the way. Brother. I should have kept the Ariana. I could have weakened and set up. That sucks. Ugh, that's unfortunate. You know, somehow getting to ace him and actually getting top 16 is ridiculous on its own. If we check standings, I think we top 16. I got 9th. I don't even know what to say. No, don't play the deck. It's awful. It's I understand resource management. It's so weak compared to literally everything. Its worst matchup because we don't run Articuno as Dragapult, but somehow managed to beat it twice in this tournament. So this was a miracle run. And there we go. That is the wonderful way up and the crushing defeat that we had to endure in our last couple of rounds into our Phase 2 and asymmetrical cut of the tournament. I hope you guys got a good idea of how to run the deck. Obviously, I played it a little bit poorly in that last match. You win some, you lose some, but I do think the deck could use a little bit of work here and there. It feels strong. The original deck only had 2 Poké Pads, 2 Pokégears, and the 2 missing cards that I replaced them for was 2 Ultra Balls to try and, like, late game discard extra Team Rockets cards, so that way you can use Ariana for a bigger draw, or set up more damage for Porygon-Z, but it just didn't have a lot of card draw in the deck, so I didn't really like doing that all that much. So, like I said, it could still use some tweaking, but I think it was pretty solid. Honestly, I personally, it's not a deck for me, but with rotation on the line and a lot of these cards doing a lot of the things that are getting rotated out, it will make the deck very, very strong come rotation. So I'd say give it a shot at least to try and learn the deck, so at least you know what you're up against when rotation does hit, because I know it's going to be a top contender once rotation comes around in April. Hope you guys enjoyed the list. If you did, let me know. Let me know what you would change to make it even stronger. You know, with post-rotation, with perfect order, let me know.